The friend zone is real. Look, it's become common practice for people to dispute the very existence of the well-established but clenchingly miserable hole a lot of people dub the friend zone. I'm here to tell you that it's very much real, and it's not entirely your fault that you've been stomped into emotional obscurity by a person that seemingly holds your very fabric of reality in their palms. Whoa, Dan, wait a second. Are you suggesting that people might be deliberately stringing others along for their own personal gain? That's exactly what I'm saying. Buckle up. First, let me start by saying my observations mostly apply to females placing males in the bowels of hell, but the reverse does happen, and it does happen a lot. Be sure to stick around to the end when I explain why I wish I knew what I'm about to tell you when I was growing up. I have seen all sides of this story. I've been the victim of friend zoning, I have witnessed people being friend zoned, and I have done the friend zoning. Mel, I'm deeply sorry for what I put you through. The reason the friend zone exists at all is simple. Validation. Everyone loves validation. It's like a warm shower on a cold morning while the smell of bacon frying on the pan wafts over your nostrils. Or for you vegans, the smell of organic kale and some bales of straw or something. Growing up, the need for validation is stronger than ever, and people these days are exposed to so much that it's amplified exponentially. Advertising tells you that you're fat, you're ugly, you're stupid, and you need others' approval to be happy, and it has people forgetting just how fantastic they felt as a child. Alongside this need of validation comes the need for companionship. Growing up, you see movies, TV shows, games, and more showing you that happiness comes from someone else loving you. Kids earlier than ever are getting into relationships thinking it's what they need to feel complete, to feel accepted, and to feel a part of something, which is obviously completely untrue. Let's take a step back. What is validation? Well, it's basically confirmation from someone other than yourself that you're good, great, or even just mediocre. Example, say you got some new clothes and one of your friends says, "Oh damn, you're looking mint." Hell yeah, put your shoulders back and strut the rest of the day because you're gonna feel good about that. Some people will say in the comments, "I dress nice for myself." Yeah, you do. You do it so yourself can feel good about itself because it feels good when others acknowledge itself for feeling good. Did I lose you? Well, all you need to know is everyone, no matter how seasoned or how old or how much they say they don't care, appreciates something nice said about them or done for them. If the other person is of equal perceived value or higher, it's even more valuable to them. What is someone's perceived value? Well, think about the most annoying person you know, the person you never like being around. Let it fester in your mind. Really think about this jerk. You hate being around them. They provide you nothing. Now, right next to that jerk is the most attractive person you know. Damn, imagine that person winking at you, luring you in. Now, if the jerk came up to you and said, "Hey, I think you look quite ravishing today," and then right after the hottie came up to you and said the exact same thing, probably in a better tone, who would you care said it more? The hottie! Just get out of here, jerk. Me and the hottie need the room for a solid 45 minutes, yeah. That is perceived value. You naturally rank people higher in your mind, and the higher they are, the more weight you'll place on what they do and say. Some exceptions include your wife or your husband or anyone familiar whose opinion starts to mean less to you over time. So when you get involved in your crush's life and they pop you ever so gently into the abyss of hopeful and hopelessness, giving you a pinch of attention but never all of it, they are showing you that they don't find you attractive. Their perception of you is low, which means they will consider your validation of lower value than someone else's. Look, sometimes they don't realize you like them, they're just squeezing out every last drop of milky validation like Michael J. Fox at a dried up B-grade dairy farm. But others know full well that you like them and use you to get even more validation. What do I mean? Well, come take a ride with me. Shannon is having brunch with her friends. They're laughing, passive-aggressively competing with each other. You know how young girls are. Then she gets a text message from you. What does she do? She laughs and then shows her friends. That's what she does. This guy just won't get the hint, she says to her friends. She'll then rant about you and complain about how into her you are to her friends. I've seen this happen so many times. She's humble bragging by pretending it annoys her. She's bragging for more validation from her friends. She's telling them about you to enforce the fact that she is a desirable female that has men fawning over her. Shannon is in no way representative of how every girl acts in this situation, but this goes back to my original point of people thinking they need validation or other people's approval to feel happy and complete. So after asking her friends what she should say so you'll get the hint, she'll ignore all the advice her friends give, which is usually to tell you straight out that she isn't interested, and will end up replying to you with a dash of flirty to bait you in, but also a sprinkle of indecisiveness to keep you from making a move or escaping her clutches, which is entirely intentional. Let's be real here, more often than not, if someone likes you, they're willing to put in more time and effort to get on your good side than someone who doesn't see you that way. All your jokes will be funny, they'll take an interest in all the garbage you do or say, they'll put in far more effort than any of your real friends. People don't put in that much effort for no reward, and it's rare to find someone naive enough to think they just want to be friends with you. You get to my age and most people just cut the BS. We don't have time for our friends, let alone people we aren't interested in. However, when you're younger, this kind of attention is addictive. Can you then blame Shannon for deceiving you like a nurse asking about your hobbies right before she jabs you with that needle? You can't. You give Shannon attention. You give Shannon validation. I can't count how many times this has happened in my life. No, honestly, I lost count. I've also lost count how many times I've told a Shannon to simply say they aren't interested and to stop roping these lovesick puppies along. But they don't want to stop. They don't want to let you off the leash. They want to be able to leech off you like an attention parasite when Chad doesn't like one of the selfies she spent 2 hours setting up to look candid. The friend zone is a real place, and it's for the benefit of your crush, who will take the moral high ground and say, I thought you were a nice person, when you finally get tired of their shit. They'll allude to the fact that you were nice to them just to get into their pants. Well, yeah, maybe that was the goal for you, but they knew you liked them and they strung you along all the same just to leech favors and attention. You both did the wrong thing, however hard that is to swallow. That's what she said. That's the world. Everyone has value of some kind they can provide someone, and it's just they don't see your value as equal to theirs. That's a reality that you need to accept. So guys and girls, listen up. If you like someone, do not go out of your way to get their attention. Do not change yourself to be noticed by them. Do not do everything they ask or always be available for them. These are not qualities anyone respects. These are qualities that people exploit. If you like someone, let them know openly and honestly in a respectable way. Make your intentions clear. Don't dance around it and try to sink your claws in before revealing your intentions. Be brave. If they push back, move on and devote your energy to someone that has time for you. I can't stress this enough. Maybe you have a small pool to choose from, or maybe you're infatuated with this person. It doesn't matter. No one is gonna wake up one day and think, oh, I suddenly like you because you worship me. No, if someone is gonna like you, they're gonna like you for you. Think about that. No, really think about that. I'm gonna give you a second here. Just think about what I just said. Look, when I was younger, I wish someone told me this, but you have to focus on yourself. Take up a hobby, become passionate in something, and spend your time bettering yourself. When you have passion, true passion, people will gravitate towards you like flies to delicious honey glazed ribs. Look, just go ask any female over the age of 20 how attractive it is hearing a man gush about what his passion is. The mistake those in the friend zone are making is that they focus on someone else as well as wasting time wallowing in their own pity. Focus on yourself and others will focus on you. It's time to change your life. I'm surprised you guys made it this far, but thank you for sticking around. This is the first time I've ever made anything like this, and I really appreciate all the feedback and support. As animating my thoughts needed to be all self-taught, this video took longer than I care to admit. So if you enjoyed it, leave a thumbs up, a comment, share it around, and most of all, subscribe, which will let me know you want to see more of these kinds of videos. You can also reach out to me through social media below. Ultimately, I made this video to help those in a bad place, so if this video helped at least one of you, it would have all been worth it for me.